Alright, so here's NSAV, Net Savings Link. This finishes at 9.71 cents today. That is down 18%. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe and catch me every weekday after market close on the Smarter Gambling Show. So here is HOOD, Robinhood. This finishes at $46.80 today. That is up 24.2%. So I got an article about this one, so let's read that one very quickly. Robinhood surges more than 24%, blows past $38 IPO price. Robinhood went public last Thursday on the NASDAQ under the ticker HOOD. The stock priced at $38 per share, the low end of its offering range. It opened at that price on Thursday, but then fell 8% on its first day and has largely traded below that price until Tuesday. The Menlo Park, California-based company is a top-traded stock on Fidelity, which is generally a good proxy for individual investor interest on a given day. As the article said, IPO'd at 38 bucks. It was a pretty rough few couple of trading sessions, but today it breaks out. Massive day today for Robinhood. Not much to analyze. We got 4 days of data. I can't really say where it's going to go in the short term, but long term, this is definitely a good play. Not financial advice. Despite all the problems, all the bad PR that Robinhood has had and is having, they continue to grow. More people continue to sign up every single day. They make more money every day. So whether you like it or not, this company is here to stay. They're legit. I hate Robinhood, but even I know that this company is going to succeed in the long term. Personally, I wouldn't go long right now, and that's just my personal opinion. Not saying you should do this, but personally, I don't like going into IPOs until a few months after they launch. They're very unpredictable. Generally speaking, they tend to go down. Not saying it's going to happen here, but I just like having some data to work off of. Not saying that going long here is a bad play, but personally, I prefer to just wait a couple months and see how the stock trades, and then make a decision. If you're willing to hold, then sure, I have no doubt that this is going to keep going up in the long term. If you hold for a couple years, right now kind of seems to be a little bit too late. Maybe not, who knows. I would not do it, and I wouldn't advise that, going long right here, but it could pay off. Not saying it's not going to work. Definitely could. If you want to go long, I support that, but I do think you can get a better price if you hold off a little bit. But even at this price, you really can't go wrong if you are willing to hold an average down. Now, if you want to go short, I don't recommend that. This is a legitimate company. Robinhood will succeed. This is not a meme stock. This is not a pump and dump. This is a legitimate blue chip company that does very well and will do very well in the future. Personally, I just wouldn't bet against Robinhood or any other good blue chip stock. That's playing with fire there. That's really risky. Even if it is a short-term play, you never know. You might run into a really bad day. You can have a day like today, up 24%. You can get screwed. You can get burned going short. It could work, if you're in and out real quick. But I just don't even think the risk is worth the reward. I would not short Robinhood, and I don't recommend that you guys do that either. I think that's too risky. Still can't really analyze this stock. Only 4 days of trading. It has been a very entertaining 4 days so far. Congratulations to everyone who made money on this one today. And good luck to everyone currently in this stock and to everyone looking to take a position. This is HOOD, Robinhood. Here is Xela, Exela Technologies. This finishes at $3.22 today. That is up 13.38%. Massive day for this stock, and it's still running in the aftermarket. Honestly, it was looking pretty bad at first. When it hit 550, it started free falling. It looked pretty bad, but fortunately, it did catch support, and it does appear like it bottomed out, and it's reversing now. So it does appear like a cup and handle is forming here. No guarantees that the cup will complete, but it does look like the top of the cup is 550. The bottom is 225. So if this is in fact the cup and handle, this should come back to 550 to complete the cup. And then I expect it to pull back again. But this is a bullish indicator here. Possible cup and handle forming. That's very good. However, there is a bearish indicator down here. There is a gap up at 150. So that means that this is likely to come back down to 150 at some point. Eventually. Hopefully not anytime soon, and hopefully not ever. It doesn't have to fail, but usually they do fail. So just be aware of that, guys. Bearish indicator here, gap up at 150. So right now this is trading between the sideways channel, the rectangle of 360 and 315. So if this goes to the upside, next level of resistance would be 360, 415, 460, 550, 610, and then the all-time high of 782. And if this goes to the downside, next level of support would be 315, 285, 270, 260, 245, 230, 215, $2, 190, 170, 145, 125, and then the low of $1. So right now, at this current price, 322, the channels to the upside and the downside are really wide. So either way this goes right now, expect extreme price action, especially to the upside. If this continues to run to the upside, there's really no resistance holding this back at all, and this can easily go back to 550 and fill the cup, and possibly even further. I would not be surprised if this goes back to the all-time high, and further. It can easily do that under the right circumstances. And to the downside, there's going to be a lot of price action until this hits 285. At 285, the channel's narrow, and I expect the price action to slow down significantly. Yeah, at 285, there does appear like there is a lot of support there. RSI is currently at 60. Not officially overvalued, but a little bit above average on the RSI, but nothing to be too worried about just yet. And this did 67 million in volume today. A lot of volume compared to the average. So this pump today was confirmed by the volume. For the last few times I've covered this, I said that really hard to tell where this is going, but it does appear now like this is more bullish than bearish. Still no guarantees, but I would say this is more likely to go to the upside than the downside. Specifically because of this possible cup and handle that looks really bullish, and because of the strong sentiment on social media. Just because of the wide channels to the upside, this is a better long play than short play anyway. But now we're getting indicators that this is likely to go to the upside. Still possible, it can go to the downside. We have a few bearish indicators. Gap up, relatively high, RSI and volume. But honestly, this looks pretty bullish to me. This cup and handle does appear like it's going to fill. If you want to go long, I would support that. As I just said, chart looks pretty bullish right here, in my personal opinion. And very wide channels to the upside, so a lot of upside potential. Seems like a pretty good play here. I think the risk is worth the reward here. Relatively low risk and very high reward play here. That being said, I would cash out at 550 or around 550, maybe a little sooner, if this does complete the cup. Because if it hits 550, it's probably going to pull back to form the handle. So in the short term, I would support going long here. Not quite sure about the long term, but definitely in the short term, I support going long here. Seems like a pretty good play. Now, if you want to go short, this may pull back, but I really don't think that's a great play here. Pretty narrow channels to the downside, so you're probably not going to make too much money. We are getting some bearish indicators. Gap up, high RSI, high volume. But it does appear to me that this chart looks more bullish than bearish. Even if this does go to the downside, I don't think the risk is worth the reward. You can make a decent amount of money, but at what cost? Of getting short squeezed out? What if it goes to 550? You're going to be in real big trouble. I don't think it's really worth it to go short here. There are many other opportunities in the market to go short. I don't think this is a great one. I will say, though, if this goes to 550, that would probably be a good short play at that point. But at this current price, 322, I don't think going short is that smart. I wouldn't do it, and I don't recommend that. So congratulations to everyone who made money on this one today. And good luck to everyone currently in this stock and to everyone looking to take a position. This is Xela, Exela Technologies. Here's AMD, Advanced Micro Devices. This finishes at $112.56 today. That is up 3.62%. So there was news on this one, so let's take a look at that first. AMD unveiled Tuesday the new Radeon Pro W6000X series GPU for Mac Pro. The new product line, which includes AMD Radeon Pro W6800X and Pro W6900X, nice, is built on AMD RDNA 2 architecture and AMD Infinity Cache, among other technologies. Yeah, very good PR, good news. New processor for the MacBook Pro. So, the stock continues to run today. The past few trading sessions, this has been absolutely mooning, and it just continues to keep going. All right, let's analyze. So right now, this is sitting on the support of 112.50. which it finished at today. So if this goes to the upside, next level of resistance would be 114.85, which was the all-time high that it hit today. If it breaks that, then it's onto the upside, onto uncharted territory, and the market will decide for itself. Now, if this goes to the downside, next level of support would be 110, 108, 106, 103, 102, 99, 98, 96, 94, 93, and 91.50. And there's a bunch of support below 91.50, but we're not going to discuss that right now. But there is some pretty strong support below 91.50. So right now, at this current price, 112.50, the channels to the upside and the downside are pretty decently sized. So there is going to be a good amount of price action either way this goes, especially to the upside. If it keeps running to the upside, like I mentioned, this can blow past the all-time high, and who knows how high it can go. And to the downside, still pretty wide channels until 91.50. If/when this hits 91.50, expect a price action to slow down significantly. But right now, at this current price, 112.50, upside and downside, expect a good amount of price action. RSI is currently at 84, so that is pretty overbought and overvalued. So be extremely careful, guys. This thing cannot keep running forever. And it did 157 million in volume today. Very significant volume, one of the biggest volume days of the year. So this pump today was confirmed by the volume. If you want to go long, right now at this current price, I would not recommend that. That is very, very risky. And I know I've been saying that for the past couple trading sessions that I've covered this, but it's true. This is getting a bit ridiculous. This cannot keep pumping forever. So it may keep running in the short term for a little bit, but eventually this will pull back. And it probably will pull back a decent amount. You'd literally be buying into the all-time high right now. That's never a smart idea. And if you want to go long at this current price, that'd be really, really risky. You're probably going to get burned. So personally, I would not do that, and I don't recommend that. I mean, I guess you can buy it at this current price, and if you're willing to hold an average down, then sure, go for it. But honestly, it's probably the best play if you want to go long, just to hold off for a little bit, and you'll probably be able to get this under 100. Just have some patience. So, I definitely support going long in the long term. This is a really good stock, legitimate blue chip stock. But this price is just ridiculous right now. If you want to go short, I could support that. I don't think that's the greatest play. I personally wouldn't do that because I just don't like betting against good blue chip companies. According to the graph and the technicals, this would be a really good short play. If I didn't know which company this was and I just saw the graph and the technicals, I'd be like, yeah, short this all day. Looks like an easy one. But this is AMD. This is a real good company. And I just personally don't like betting against legitimate blue chip companies. That can be pretty risky. So honestly, if you want to go short, it should work. Logically, the graph here is screaming short or sell. So if you want to go short, you should be able to make a decent amount of money. But there is still risk involved, so just be careful. Congratulations to everyone who made money on this one today. Consider taking profits, not financial advice, but it's never a bad idea to take profits near the all-time high. Can't go too wrong doing that. And good luck to everyone currently in this stock and to everyone looking to take a position. This is AMD, Advanced Micro Devices. Alright, so here's NSAV, Net Savings Link. This finishes at 9.71 cents today. That is down 18%. So, talked about this one yesterday. It's been running hard of late. Yeah, just a couple of weeks ago, this was at 1 cent. Yesterday, it hit 15. Some pretty big pullback today, but honestly, that's kind of expected. I said yesterday, hey guys, you should be careful. Really bearish indicators here. This can't last forever. And, I was right. I didn't think it'd come down this hard this fast, but, kind of expected. But anyway, yeah, let's analyze this. So right now, this is sitting on the support of 9.78 cents. So if this goes to the upside, next level of resistance would be 10.17 cents, 11 cents, 11.82 cents, 12.9 cents, and then the high of 14.93 cents, which it set yesterday. And if this goes to the downside, next level of support would be 7 cents, 5.8 cents, 4.92 cents, 4.4 cents, 3.9 cents, 3.53 cents, 3.21 cents, 3 cents, 2.69 cents, nice, 2.4 cents, 2 cents, 1.72 cents, 1.33 cents, and then 1 cent. There's a few more supports below 1 cent, but not going to discuss that right now. So right now, channels are very wide to the upside and the downside. So either way this goes, expect extreme price action. Really no resistance holding this back from going to the all-time high and higher, and not too much support holding this up. However, if/when this comes back to around 3.9 cents, the channels do get narrow, and I expect the price action to slow down significantly. But for right now, here at 9.7 cents, there's going to be extreme price action, either way this goes. RSI is currently at 76, so a big way down from yesterday. Yesterday it was 94. Even with an 18% pullback today, this is still overvalued and overbought. And it did 333 million in volume today. Very significant volume. So this sell-off today was confirmed by the volume. Right now, if you want to go long, personally, I wouldn't do that, and I don't recommend that. We're getting a lot of bearish indicators. It ran up from 1 cent to 15 cents in a couple of weeks. Overbought, high RSI, high volume. Those are likely to pull back. Looking at the chart, I do think this is going to continue to pull back. And I think it's going to pull back pretty hard because of the wide channels. So I still think there is a good way to go to the downside. So I think going long is a really risky play. However, if this does continue to go to the upside, again, very wide channels, really no resistance holding this back. This could easily go back to the all-time high, 15 cents, and higher. I just don't think it's very likely. If you want to go long, it's a very high risk, high reward play. Pretty much a gamble. I wouldn't do that. I don't recommend it. But if you decide to go long, it could pay off. Now, if you want to go short, for the reasons I just said, a lot of bearish indicators, high RSI, high volume, huge pump up, not sustainable. It does appear like going short is a pretty good play. I mean, it would have been a really good play at 13 cents. But even here, still at 9.7 cents, still has a good way to go to the downside. So, still a lot of tendencies to be made. I expect this to keep pulling back. And if it does, this can easily go back to 7, 6, 5. And it'll be a little more difficult to break past 5. But it can still even go below 5. All the indicators are there. The chart is pretty much screaming short or sell. So I would support going short here. I think that's a pretty good play. I personally wouldn't do it because this is a penny stock and I just don't mess with penny stocks. But according to the chart, very bearish indicators. Looks like a clear play here. Not financial advice. That being said, however, there is still a chance that this goes to the upside. Not very likely, but possible. And if it does, this can go really bad really fast. And you can end up taking a fat L. Not very likely that's going to happen, but possible. So just be aware of that if you decide to go short. But other than that, this looks like a really good short play. And we do have a catalyst coming up next week. The actual exchange is going to launch. I know a lot of you guys are holding for the catalyst. Just be careful, guys. It's probably going to be a sell the news event. No guarantees, but usually a big catalyst is a sell the news event. You know, you learn that the hard way. Because you think that it's going to go up during this catalyst. But everyone else who's been doing this for a while, they know that you're thinking it's going to go up. So they take the opposite side and they sell it off before the catalyst. You know, sometimes the stock pumps during a catalyst, but usually, more often than not, it's a sell the news event. So I would not be surprised if on August 9th, the exchange drops and this thing just absolutely tanks. Sorry to everyone who lost money on this one today. Pretty disgusting. If you're still up, consider taking profits. Not financial advice, but chart doesn't look that great. And good luck to everyone currently in this stock and to everyone looking to take a position. This is NSAV, Net Savings Link. Thanks everyone for watching today. I appreciate you guys. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe and catch me every weekday after market close on the Smarter Gambling Show. You apes already know, diamond hands to the moon. I'm Ty. This is Smarter Gambling. See you guys tomorrow. Peace out.